Okay, so I have a story today, and I saw one yesterday when I was scrolling, and I'm like, ooh, I got one, so I'll tell mine. Sometimes I'm just going to TikTok, and people tell stories of when their friends accidentally turned them on, and their friends had no clue of them knowing. So I never told anyone this story, or I didn't even tell my friend that they turned me on during this. So here's the story. So this was at school. It was a couple months ago. And the people in the story, well, there's me, of course, and my girlfriend Sid, who's sitting next to me to my right. And then we have Liz, Kayla, and Cam. And so the five of us are all just hanging out. And so I sit down at a table. And so the table's in front of us. And then Liz, Cam, and Kayla are all just sort of like in a semicircle around us. And all of a sudden, I feel someone walk up to my left, because I was on the end of the table, to my left, and they take their index finger and they rub right behind my ear, like right behind my left ear, sort of like that spot between your neck and your ear, like right behind my ear. And it was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest feeling, and I just like zoned out, and it made me so flustered. And then I was trying to figure out which one of those three were doing it, because I knew it wasn't Sid, because she was sitting next to me in the chair. And so I was pretty sure it wasn't Alyssa, because she sounded like she was on the other side of the table, but standing up. But like I was so out of it, I just sort of zoned out, and everything sounded like a million miles away. Like I had that feeling, so I knew it was either Kayla or Cameron. So I was trying to get one of them to admit that they were rubbing behind my ear, cause it would turn me on big time, and they wouldn't admit to it, and they just kept rubbing. They kept rubbing behind my ear, and it was just the weirdest feeling. Oh my! And then eventually, I don't know if I slapped their hand away or they just stopped on their own, but I just like sat there silently while they just continued their conversation, trying to figure out what in the world just happened to me. Cause I was completely out of it. I just spaced out while they were rubbing the back of my head and like behind my ear. It was the weirdest thing ever. I still never found out which one of those two idiots did it. Oh, I'm gonna get them back for it. I promise. But that's the story of one of my friends telling me. I still don't know which one of it is, and it's been 3 months.